In some big time breaking news, Sean Payton, yes, Sean Payton, head coach of the New Orleans Saints, is stepping down from his position in the organization. He will no longer be the head coach of the Saints. This is shocked a lot of people. We've heard rumblings of this. Sean Payton was thinking about his future and what that might be, and maybe that future was going to be away from football for a while. We had heard those rumors, we had heard those reports, but no one really took it seriously until now. Sean Payton has stepped down, and this is coming off the heels of a season where they were in the playoff hunt, but they weren't able to solidify that quarterback position. They had Jameis Winston, who was doing well. He got injured. Trevor Siemian got injured. Taysom Hill was playing okay, and then he got injured. It was just not a sustainable time there in New Orleans at that quarterback position. And Sean Payton's someone who relies a lot on the quarterback position, the quarterback going out there and executing. So that is actually a pretty big deal, I think, that could have went into this decision. You also have to factor in Sean Payton's been that head coach of the New Orleans Saints since 2006. He's one of the longest running head coaches for one team there is in the entire league. So maybe it got to a point where it had run its course, and maybe he was looking for a new challenge. He was looking for a new organization. He was looking for something else. This is a guy who has been to the playoffs. He went to the playoffs 5 consecutive years before this year. He had been to the playoffs before. He had won a Super Bowl, 152 wins to 89 losses. So it's not like, Sean Payton was doing bad as the coach either. I don't even think it was that. I think this could be more of him just needing to step away from football and reevaluating what his future is. And again, he's not an old coach. He's 58 years old. I mean, it's not like he's Bill Belichick reaching 70. He's fairly a young guy for a head coach. 58 years old. Maybe he's coming to a point where he's saying to himself, maybe I've done all I can, and at least for now, and I need to step back. The other thing that was important, or another thing to note here, is there were discussions, according to Albert Breer, there were discussions for the Chicago Bears actually trading to obtain the services of head coach Sean Payton from the Saints, but apparently Sean Payton didn't want to go to Chicago, so that's at least one destination we know where he's definitely not going to go, and they're going to go in a different direction over there in Chicago. And it's just, it is crazy because Sean Payton, like I said, was a fixture in the New Orleans Saints. He was a fixture in the NFL as the head coach of the Saints for such a long time. It is difficult to imagine what that team would look like, what that organization would look like without him. So you have to factor that in. Sean Payton apparently met with GM Mickey Loomis for a long time, a few hours the other day, and they were talking and possibly about this. And it is just crazy to see one of the most longest running head coaches in the NFL stepping down willingly not after a bad season. They went 9-8. It's not like they were terrible. They went 9-8, but I do think that maybe Sean Payton is trying to reevaluate his future, and he'll be back, I think. I definitely think Sean Payton will be back. Whether it's head coach of the New Orleans Saints or not, I am not I have no knowledge to say whether or not, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. It looks like he's going to go out there and get a new challenge. And we've seen coaches do this before. We've seen coaches, take a year off, assess the landscape of things, and then jump back in the following year. So don't be surprised if that's what happens with this Sean Payton situation. It would be the smart thing for him to do. Identify a place that has something you can build on, and then bring your expertise as an offensive mind and help that place win. That would be a very good way for Sean Payton to try to go out there and maybe win another Super Bowl with another team. I don't know. I feel like there's more to the story with the Saints specifically as why Sean Payton would leave, because knowing that the Saints are likely now going to hire a new head coach, I mean, the name that's been thrown around is Dennis Allen. He stepped in for Sean Payton, I believe, when he was sick with COVID. So Dennis Allen is probably going to be the top-tier candidate for New Orleans. He already knows the staff. He already knows the players. He already has respect. He's already ran the head coaching operation there before. So look for him to be a high candidate for that position. But Sean Payton, gone from the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.